I have no comments at this time on any subject.
This was Ruth Madoff 1 month ago. She wouldn't speak to CBS News then, but did break her silence today in a statement saying, "My reluctance to speak has been interpreted as indifference or lack of sympathy, which is exactly the opposite of the truth." She did not appear at her husband's sentencing, but went so far as to group herself with the victims. "Like everyone else, I feel betrayed and confused," she said. "The man who committed this horrible fraud is not the man whom I've known for all these years." While both husband and wife insist Bernie Madoff acted alone, the Cohen family lost everything and don't buy it.
I think absolutely Ruth Madoff was involved.
In fact, questions surround the entire family. Brother Peter was the company's chief compliance officer. Bernie Madoff's sons, Andrew and Mark, were in charge of trading at the firm and got millions in loans from their father. All deny knowledge of the fraud. As does Ruth, who recently gave up $80 million in property, holding on to $2.5 million with the hope of avoiding prosecution. He seems to be going out of his way to try to protect his family.
Right. How about protecting ours?
Yes, how about it?
Former prosecutor Elizabeth Crotty says if Madoff is lying to save his family, it won't work.
If the family members have paperwork that indicates that they were intimately involved, then they will be called to task.
Is it in any way reasonable to think that Bernie Madoff could do something like this all by himself?
I don't think it's reasonable.
Madoff's chief financial officer, Frank DePascali, is reportedly negotiating with prosecutors to cut a deal. So is his accountant, David Freeling, the only other man facing criminal charges. In the end, with Madoff insisting that no one else was involved, his family was not involved, it would likely take prosecutors just sifting through decades of evidence to figure out if the man who no one trusts right now is telling the truth. Katie?
Jeff, what is your sense at this point? Do the authorities think the family knew what was going on or not?
Well, they're just not saying right now. We mentioned Peter Madoff, the chief compliance officer and Bernie's brother. They're looking at him. But if they charge him or Ruth or the kids, it'll likely be at least another year before this investigation is complete, Katie.
All right, Jeff Glor. Jeff, thanks very much.